What is up, everybody? This is Matt with the Hardcover Comic, and today we're doing a very high-level overview of X of Swords, X-Men X of Swords. Zeb Wells, Trini Howard, Jerry Dugan, Jonathan Hickman, Benjamin Percy, the whole crew that is currently working on the X universe. This is a major crossover book, and yeah, haven't read it yet. Super excited to do it, though. I'll probably read it before I give it to Mike, and we'll see what it's all about. But it looks amazing. The design is really great as well. But before we do, you can go pick up your copy at organicpricebooks.com, and once you purchase through them, be sure to send us an email at thehardcovercomic@gmail.com, and you are going to get entered into the DM variant Uncanny X-Men Volume 4 Omnibus. We're going to be giving it away once we hit 10,000 subscribers. Now, if you don't purchase through them, that's perfectly fine too. We are still giving away the regular copy of Uncanny X-Men Volume 4 once we hit 10K, along with a bunch of other books and things that we have, some custom binds, etc. We're going to be giving a lot of stuff away once we hit that 10K. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, share with your friends. We're almost there. Let's make it happen. So without any further ado, here is a high-level overview of X-Men X of Swords. All right, everybody, so here it is, X-Men X of Swords as part of the Jonathan Hickman massive X-Men world that he is building. Here is the spine here, and again, got this, organicpricebooks.com. This one is actually going to be Mike's book, so it's just going to go into a pile in my closet, but I'll probably read it before I give it to him. But anyways, $100 US cover price for this book, $125 Canadian, and this one is going to cover or collect, X-Men X of Swords Creation number 1, X of Swords Stasis number 1, X of Swords Destruction number 1, X-Men 12 through 15, Excalibur 13 through 15, Marauders 13 through 15, X-Force 13 and 14, New Mutants 13, Wolverine 6 and 7, Cable 5 and 6, Hellions 5 and 6, and X-Factor number 4. So obviously this book collects a lot of different titles. It is one of the, what Marvel does best, crossover city. So that's exactly what this book is. It is a giant book of crossover. So high level overview. I really like the cover art on this, by the way. I think it looks really great. The spine looks neat. I've actually seen a couple different copies where the spine kind of isn't the gray. It's kind of got more of this on the spine. But the story behind this, high-level overview, because, again, I haven't read this yet. Like most of you guys, I'm a trade waiter. I like waiting till we get hardcovers or trades of things and then really kind of diving and binging them. I don't do good with the month-to-month stuff. So high-level overview on this is that there is, the X-Men go to Krakoa. They think that, all's good in the world, right? They think that everything is super peaceful and they're going to live peacefully as mutants and everybody's all good and etc. Well, there's another being from another world, Saturn 9, and she basically says, nope, not happening. There's going to be a giant battle. Each team needs to gather 10 swords. And, so it's going to be a 10 on 10 battle, basically. And it crosses all these different books. So, high-level overview, that's kind of what it is. Gorgeous design on this book, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love what Marvel did with the design of this book. Again, it kind of has those nice symbols and things that Hickman has been using throughout his entire X-Men run. Open it up here. You got your title page. Nice table of contents here. So it's not just, obviously since this does cross multiple books, this isn't just Hickman writing. This is Hickman, Leah Williams, Benjamin Percy, who is killing it on Wolverine, Trini Howard, Jerry Dugan, Ed Brisson. So you kind of got a nice little mix of Zeb Wells. You kind of have a nice little mix here of different writers and artists and things kind of throughout the book. But very well put together. I love this. It definitely feels like all of the X books that are out right now and that you can collect, and the way that they're laid out. Very beautifully done. So if you collect like any of the X-Men books right now, this is going to fit right in with those design-wise. Obviously, you're going to have different artists throughout because this is a multiple different title books, so you're definitely going to have different artists and things. So your mileage may vary in that regard, but overall I think it looks really great. I really love the design of this book. I have kind of flipped through it a little bit previously when I was breaking in the spine, and I was kind of telling Mike, I was like, man, this book looks gorgeous. I'm kind of jealous. It's all right, though. I think, like I said, it's going to be a while before those borders open up, sir. I think I might just have to read this and add it to your pile later. Sorry, I doubt he'll mind, but no, this looks really, really good. I really love the way that Marvel designed this. Now, as far as how it lays, look, we're about, I don't know, 100 pages or so in, and it's not really quite laying flat yet. Now, unlike that Uncanny X-Men Volume 4, page like 50, it was laying flat immediately. So this is not like that. It's still having a little bit of a hard time staying open. But as you can see, the art throughout is pretty solid stuff. Are we going to lay flat yet? We're about a quarter of the way into the book. Not quite laying. Almost, though. It's getting there. Some beautiful storm there. So, are we getting there yet? All right. So we're just maybe a third of the way through the book, and it's now starting to get to the point where it's going to stay open on its own. Approximately about a third of the way into the book there. But other than that, I mean, the design itself is really, really solid. I really like the way what Marvel did with it. I like the designs that they did. I've heard nothing but great things in regards to X of Swords. So, like I said, I gave you guys a very high-level overview of the story. I can't really go into much else about it because I haven't read it yet. But from what I hear, it's excellent stuff. Hickman's X-Men has been a lot of fun. We have our good buddy Rusty, who does a lot of reviews and things for us. He also really loves what Hickman's been doing with the world of X-Men. And then in regards to like eye holes, people are always interested in that. There is none. It is not an eye hole. It is a glued binding. So there is no eye hole at all. But once you get about halfway into the book, it lays nice and flat. Mike just recently bound the Uncanny X-Men Hickman run, which he just actually dropped a video for the other day, so you guys can go check that out as well. This book is going to fit in perfectly with his X-Men bind. It's going to go really, really well with it. I like the color scheme that happened on his X-Men bind as well. Whether or not he does a dust jacket for it remains to be seen. But I really like it, and I do think if he does do a dust jacket, there's some really cool designs you can do, obviously utilizing a lot of this the symbols and things that Hickman has created for this X-Men world. But overall, I would say the art's pretty consistent. I mean, you have different artists throughout, but nothing that's like really going to be shocking, or you're not going to flip through one and go, oh, what is this art? Like it's pretty even throughout, so not bad stuff. Really good. Love the design of the book. Really, really do. The pages are nice and they are glossy, and the pages are nice and I won't want to say super thick, but they are a little bit thicker than, say, like the Vision hardcover that came out a couple years ago. Those ones, the pages were pretty thin. These ones are thicker than that, so it's not like that Vision book, but at the same time, they're not like the big super thick Omni page. I would say it's kind of like the standard paper that they've been using in the last couple years or so in regards to the Omnis. And then in the back you have all of your variants and things like that for all the different titles. Nice black end pages here. Again, goes with the book really, really well. And that's about it. So this one is going to go into Mike's collection. I'm going to put the dust jacket back onto it and then go put it in my closet for him to come pick up. If you guys have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear what you guys think about the story if you've read it. Obviously, I haven't. I need to. So I would like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on X-Men X of Swords. And until next time, the power is yours.